G'day guys, welcome back to the Wannabe Runner. What a big week it has been, and a massive day to finish the week. I'm pretty wrecked, to be honest. Right off the bat, I covered 73 kilometers running for the week and 22 kilometers walking as well, so it was a really big week. 95 k's all up. The run kicking off in the bottom corner right now is the first 10 kilometers of my longer run this morning, running with my friend Adam, and you'll see a lot of kangaroo action along the way. They were just everywhere this morning. It was a beautiful morning for a run. Really enjoyed it, but my legs are sore as anything now. I'll just give you a quick rundown on some of the highlights of the running and walking this week. Kicked off the week, we had a public holiday on the Monday, so me and my girls went for a very long 16 kilometer walk together. On the Tuesday I got out for 16 kilometers running this time. Thursday morning was my threshold run. Struggled a little bit, 4:04 per k, so still pretty quick, but I was sub 4 the last couple of weeks, so just dropping off a little bit there. Nice slow jog on Friday afternoon after the work week. I was meant to do 12 k's, but I didn't actually realise that until I got home, so I covered 10, which was alright because I was feeling pretty fatigued anyway. Soccer yesterday, again just a bit lethargic, which seems to be a bit of a theme for the week. And this morning did a total of 25 k's, as I said, 10 k's that's going on in the corner at the moment, and then I did a further 15, which was a good run, but just probably more than last week. Did 25 k's last week as well on the Sunday morning, where I was feeling pretty energetic the whole time, but yeah, this week just feeling a bit slow and wanting the run to be over, more than enjoying what I was out doing. I enjoyed the first 10 k's, but the next 15 was a bit of a slog. I'm pretty excited that tomorrow is a rest day, and I really do need it. Even my Garmin Connect app was telling me that the kilometers that I'm running is right in the zone where I want to be. It's saying that my fitness levels are dropping a little bit, and it suggested that maybe I'm not giving myself enough rest, so I will enjoy tomorrow's rest for sure. Of course, I'm very happy that I remain uninjured, and I managed to run 73 k's. The goal for the week was 72, so pretty much bang on there. Next week and the week after are the biggest weeks of this training block. I've got 80 k's each week planned, but it's also running into school holidays too, so I think it should work out quite well. So I've got some time during the day to recover rather than being on my feet all day. But I do need to make sure that I'm really looking after my body as well. Plenty of stretching, which I tend to try and do the night of my long runs. So tonight, Tuesday, and then normally another night as well. If my legs are feeling sore, try and get plenty of stretching in. All right, and as promised for the last 2 weeks actually, I'm going to have a quick look at my running technique. Now, I sent some footage off that Gabby took for me at an athletics track. The footage she took was from the 8 kilometer mark to the 10 kilometer mark of a 10 kilometer pretty much maximal effort, and I sent that off to an old friend of mine, Tyson Popplestone, who's a former elite runner. I think he was elite. He was definitely a lot quicker than I'll ever be anyway, and he's does some running coaching as well as a podcast. So I sent that footage off, but I had a look at it myself as well. But it's interesting, the things that he picked up on were not really the things that I had picked up on. It seems that some of the things that I thought I was focusing on, or when I looked at my video, the things that jumped out at me are not really the biggest concern to him. And if they're not the biggest concern to him, then they're definitely not going to be my focus, at least for the moment. So I was really focused on my foot strike, because I hear a lot of the YouTubers talking about that, just trying not to land on the heel too much. But Tyson's approach is more about, if I get the other things right in my technique, then we might worry about the foot strike later if it doesn't already resolve itself. So it'll be interesting to see where we go with that. But the two biggest things for me that I need to work on, and I've already started working on, is getting a proper 90-degree angle with my arms, because as you can see in the footage, I'm running, Tyson described it as a bit of a chicken wing sort of thing, arms very high, and it causes a lot of upper body rotation. So trying to get my arms down a bit more and being able to swing the arms more freely. And the other thing for me to focus on at the moment is trying to get a bit more of a forward tilt, because I'm very, very upright in my running posture, which I didn't actually know until I watched the video back. Even tending to lean back a little bit, so just losing a lot of my forward momentum with every stride pretty much. So just trying to tilt the body forward a little bit so I'm able to carry my momentum in each stride rather than trying to generate that force again with each step. And Tyson suspects that if I get the correct posture in the running, that it might actually correct my foot strike as well. If it doesn't, again, that's something that can be looked at in the future if it's a concern. So far it's been a really good experience sending that off to somebody who knows what to look for and knows what they're talking about a heck of a lot more than I do. So really appreciate his expertise. And I checked with him, he said if any of you want to send in some footage to him, then you are more than welcome to do that. His contact details are on the screen now, and I'll put the information in the description of this video as well. I think you'll get a lot out of it no matter what level of runner you are. I think there's always things for people to work on, and certainly I have a lot. So these are just the first two things for me, by the way, that I'm going to be working on. When we sort this out or get it to a decent, better standard, then I'm sure there'll be plenty more things to work on after that. And just before I go, I did have one exciting thing happen during the week. This arrived. This is my Run Melbourne half marathon bib. So we are not too far away from the event. 5 weeks from today, actually, 35 days. So good to get that in the mail already, and I can't wait to be pinning it on and seeing how quick I can go over the 21.1 kilometers. And if anyone's wondering, it's still a bit of carnage up here in the hills at the moment. They're some of the tracks that I was exploring and very excited about in previous videos. They are just, there's no way you can get through at the moment. So hopefully those tracks get cleared up pretty quickly, but they're definitely, the people in charge of that are very, very busy with much more important things than running tracks, looking after people's homes and properties. So good luck to them. Appreciate all the work they're doing at the moment. Alright, the tip of the week. I think, again, this is as much for me as it is anyone else. Be sure to rest. Leave plenty of time for your body to recover. Sleep is super, super important. Like getting good amounts of sleep, 8 hours of sleep a night, especially if you're running high volumes. So it's super important to get your rest in, not just so you can feel fresh and you can feel like your body's recovering, but also to lay down those gains while you sleep. Alright, I feel like I've earned plenty of gains today, so I'm going to wrap it up here, get to bed as soon as I can, and let my body do its thing and repair and regenerate overnight. So thank you for watching The Wannabe Runner, and I will see you again next week.